Well, thank you for coming, both of you. You guys have got a lot to recap in terms of what's been happening in 23, some exciting changes coming up in 2024. Begin maybe with a recap of all that's awesome that's gone on this year.
I think one of the main things that we focused on all year, when I took over and this administration started, was manpower. We really focused a lot on on hiring quality candidates, and we've put a focus on that. And we have 6 in our final stage of the application process, and with that 6, I would leave us too short.
Too short. Yeah.
Wow.
Too short. So we're almost
Like 90% of the way there.
We're almost to a full complement. And I couldn't tell you the last time that we've had a full complement of staff. So that's probably the biggest and exciting thing. Obviously there's some new vehicles and some new gear and stuff like that. The tools of the trade that it's always nice to get some new vehicles and get those out on the street, and it just that helps build morale and stuff like that. So staffing has been a big push for 2023, and obviously it's exciting to get to full staff.
I think with us now getting our numbers up, now we're going to have to focus more on, and we've talked about this and planned this, is that focus more on emphasizing more on training officers, getting more thorough training into the officers so that they can better serve the community in the different capacities, because we can attest our years what has allowed us to.
You guys have been doing this a couple of years now.
Yeah, I have 24 in, and Chief
18.
has about 19 in.
Yeah.
So between us, we can attest that, one of our successes has been because of the training we received.
So tell me what, from the beginning, you guys working together, it almost seemed like more fluid than most groups in terms of what you're taking on, what anybody else is taking on. Tell me about how that set you up for 24.
Well, what I think is, one thing that I think since we started together was just really taking a team approach to it. When we sit down and look at it, we all want the best thing for the department.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who gets the credit. We like to pass the credit down.
Yeah.
We're just the ones managing the ship, but there's, the officers and everybody out there, the supervisors, they're doing all the work. They do all the legwork on the streets. We're just managing the pieces, And I think what's helped us and throughout our careers is, we've had the ability to work with each other in different facets of policing. Not just, never in an administrative role until this year. But, the three of us, me, Marty, and Dave Cooney, we're on the SWAT team together. Dave and I were in a leadership role, and then I think Marty was an assistant team leader there for a short term. And then, we've worked in the detective bureau together. We were on patrol together on midnights, on days. So we've seen each other in different parts of our career and worked with each other. So I think that's helped us feed into each other a little bit. And when we have an understanding of each other's strengths. And maybe some weaknesses, and where we complement each other. And I think that helps us set that team mentality, and that we're in this together. It doesn't matter, we don't mind kind of checking each other, like, hey man, this is probably, what about this or what about that? And we're open and value each other's opinions, which I think is important. And
You've had each other's back for a long time.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
Tons of different situations.
Right.
Just like you really want the officers to have each other's back, and you want the officers to have the community's back.
Absolutely, and I think that sums it up even great. Again, we have each other's back, and we have our people's backs, and our community's backs, and that's what just makes our team great. Is that together, we can achieve more. I mean, that's the whole team concept, right?
Yep.
Together, everyone achieves more. It's not about who's on top or who's getting all the credit.
Give me your perspective.
And so just like Steve was saying, on the reverse side, you talk about me, the same thing for, Steve is like when Mayor-elect selected me to be the chief, I was like, I don't want to break up this team. Like, I have to have Chief Forker, Chief Cooney, again, this partnership has to continue. This team has to continue because we have done so much in this last, a little bit over a year, that with the
months,
recruiting, with, we've done some marketing stuff. We flipped the script on policing and got with the times and to do what's best for the department, to get the department moving forward. We're able to handle just about anything, between the three of us. You know, and what's even better is that not only can we handle it, we have the communication with our officers to allow them to handle it, you know, and they respond well. So, I mean, just looking at 2024, like I said, when I got the opportunity that I was going to be chief, I was like, I already knew what was best for, you know, the department. That was to keep us all together.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
You got the dream team. Don't mess it up.
You know, people always say like, "How's this working? How you guys feel about it?" I was like, we've all. It's even when Steve was chief, there's always a team. We've always done things together, and we've done things fluidly, and so we keep it moving. You know, it's once something comes up, we tackle it, and somebody might have a better take a perspective of it, and we look at that and say, that's the way we're gonna do it. Yeah, so it's just, I mean, 2024. I'm just so excited to continue to have our team together and continue to move this department forward. I mean, there's a lot. The city is growing. Our department is growing, and the sky's the limit for us.
Tell me about your perspective, both of your perspectives on the city in 2024 and beyond.
Yeah, with all the economic development that's going on in Michigan City, it's just exciting. You know, I've been in Michigan City for a while, and I've been in positions where you hear about this is coming and that's coming, but you actually see it. You know, you see the land that's, you know, cleared for it. You see the construction coming in. You get to talk to the actual developers and those people who are, you know, doing stuff to bring that stuff in, and it's just exciting. And so when we look at it from that standpoint, we have been planning for the future. The other aspect, we want to be good community partners, not just enforcing laws, but also making people feel comfortable, also making people feel welcome, make them feel safe. So we have to start, you know, we're dealing with that now. So in 2025, 2026, 2027, when all this development has come to fruition, that, you know, we're prepared. You know, we can't wait for 2027 and say, oh, we need officers. Yeah. We need to do that now. And so that's something that we focused on, you know, in 2023, and now we see in 2024 with the stuff coming along that's what we have to do. But it's just exciting to be at a point where the city is ready just to burst open.
I think it's going to be great to be a part of. You know, like you said, we're talking about this boom and the growth of the city. You know, but just to be, you know, involved in it and to see it happening around us is exciting.
Pretty darn exciting.
2024, let's go.
Yeah. Well, thanks for giving us an update. Anything else you want to share in particular?
No, just, you know, I want to take the opportunity to publicly thank Chief Forker for this last year of leadership at the police department. Again, it's just been great being able, you know, to serve. You know, at one point, you know, he picked me. I didn't have no choice, but he did pick me, and so I would continue to, you know, serve in the role, in the leadership role in the police department. And
you think you did okay?
I was going to wait till he's done, but, you know, I mean, again, he wants to thank me, but I can't thank him and Chief Cooney enough, you know, because, you know, again, when I got in here, I had never envisioned myself in this seat, you know, but having been, I would say, I'm a coach by trade.
Okay.
You know, so I know, hey, I can't do this on my own.
Yeah.
So you have to surround yourself with good people. And, you know, essentially, I think I surrounded myself with two of the best that I know. You know, so, and together, you know, I think we've accomplished great things. So, again, I can't thank them enough for what they've been able to help me, you know, and help us and help the whole police department do. Because, again, it's not, you know, it's not just me doing this, right? It's you know, it's a team effort. And I think that's just the way we take that approach. And, you know, we've accomplished a lot this year. And I think, you know, going forward, it's, you know, it's just going to get better and stronger. And it's great.
Well, thank you guys again.
Thank you, Chris.
Always awesome to see
Thank
you.
you.
Love working together and love the momentum that you've built that you're going to continue on.
Yeah, thank you.